Now, over the years, we've been to dozens upon dozens of waterfalls, mostly in the Adirondacks and across central New York. This is the first time we'd really done much venturing here in the Catskills, where we found awesome Kaaterskill Falls. It's comparable to many of the big ones in the Ithaca area and also in western New York, but it gets big crowds as well. You know, being so close to New Jersey and New York City, the parking lot literally looked like the Great Escape on a Saturday. There were tons of people everywhere on this busy spring day. But as you can see, this waterfall gives you a reason to come here and enjoy. You know, there's two big waterfalls here on Spruce Creek, here in the Catskills, and both of them you can get to via a short hike, and you'll have to wind your way through some pretty darn big crowds. So after many years, we finally made it to Kaaterskill Falls, and we're all the way up here on this kind of cliff edge of the falls just because there's so many people here. We're trying to get away from them, be able to get a couple of nice pictures. But check this out. It is almost the middle of June, and you can see over there, that is all still snow. So it tells you what kind of conditions you have here during the winter. But what an incredible waterfall this is. You could see this somewhere in Yosemite. It's still about 11 a.m. and look at all the people starting to show up. This can turn into an amusement park, but there you go. There's people climbing their way behind the falls and checking it all out. So if you leave the crowds and you head this direction, you can actually walk behind this waterfall. Right now there's not many people here, but we are. And check this view out. It's May and there's snow. But look at this view from back here. All right, so this is not the first time this has happened, and I guarantee it won't be the last. I'm the only one over here. But if you leave the big crowds, like what you see down there, take a look. If you leave those crowds down there and you head out, it is amazing what you can see. And by that, I mean, look at this perspective that you would never see if you didn't get off and do a little exploring. But you can see there's two people right over there. And other than them, I'm the only one back here. But you can walk right behind this waterfall. If you take a look, there's people down on these rocks hanging out. There's another waterfall right there, the other good one. And then you can see the canyon down here, but what a beautiful place here just outside of New York City. Now, as big as this waterfall is, it also gets big crowds. We can't stress that enough. This was on a Sunday morning. By the time it got to about 11 a.m. we luckily got out of there, worked our way back up these stairs, which is basically the trail that gets you down there. And as soon as we left, it literally became mobbed with people. There were people parking in the no parking areas. There were people getting tickets. There were so many people. We got out of there as quick as we can. Now, for those of you that don't want to hike, you can see this amazing overlook right here. This is only about a 5-minute walk from the parking area. This shows you right here, right before the crowds got crazy.